Welcome to the show your parents, the PTA and the asleep don't want you to hear, the heliosblog. Today, Jon Zherka explains how to have a magnetic aura. This should be good.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
Pill podcast.
We're watching the God Pill podcast. Zherka, what are your thoughts on aura? How do you develop aura?
I think aura is not being affected by the room. Like, have you seen Trump walk in somewhere?
Right.
Whatever's happening, it seems like
Frame. You own the frame.
he is the room.
It's the frame.
Yeah, that's the word, frame. Yeah. Frame, which is weird because it's like you see people with good aura, they're on point always. But some days you have bad days, and the guys with best aura, they actually don't leave their apartment on bad days, right? So that, you know what I mean? So that's the hard part, because you and I don't give a fuck. Even if we're having a shit day, we look homeless, we're dressed crazy.
We're still alive.
Yeah, it's hard to do it every day, bro.
Patrice always said that, like, you go through waves, and that when you have the bad waves, you just have to, like, wait till it's over. You have to try to force your swagger to come back. It has to come back naturally.
Yeah, but I still think if you want to have the highest level of aura, you should orchestrate the times. It should be a PowerPoint presentation. Basically, like, I go out Fridays for 2 hours. You dress up and you do everything right and you talk right and you boom, boom. I think our style it's impossible to always have aura doing our style, because it's like we like to get God. We like to argue. We like, but if you want unlimited aura in front of bitches, only be present in situations where you look high status.
Right, so he's saying situational alpha is what you're going for.
You can never be, like, don't go to Moshi Moshis. Don't go,
Or don't ever go to
like, being exclusive is aura. Like, I can't get the Zherka, he's exclusive, But I'm not exclusive, I'll talk to anyone.
This is a long tweet. Let's see if this is worth reading. Someone liked it. Your aura grows larger the higher your body temperature is. One of the reasons that people become addicted to working out, using the sauna, taking warm showers, and engaging in sex is they all raise the body temperature.
He stole it from me.
What the hell is this dumb crap?
He's even mentioning Carl Jung.
Which sequentially increases their aura. This is why shower thoughts are a real phenomenon. With proper diet, movement, and life experience, you can elevate your body temperature and aura doing all movements of your life. When the body temperature is elevated for long periods of time, you will notice synchronicities and people attracted to you by default of your large energetic fields drawing.
Yeah, okay. This is very stupid crap. Yes. Extremely stupid crap.
Men. By the way, Carl Jung thought that the purpose of life was to increase your consciousness, and the way to do this was by making your conscious mind aware of your unconscious thoughts. He thought the unconscious mind was the closest thing to God. And when you experience synchronicities, you're on the path of individuation. It's fitting that increasing your metabolism not only increases your health, but also increases your consciousness. Modern man has dropped his temperature by nearly a whole degree Fahrenheit in less than 100 years, signaling a decrease in metabolism by unconscious for humanity. Raising your temperatures is the solution to modern problems.
It just goes to show, right? When people become uneducated, they're willing to believe everything, right? Dumb crap like this then can, like, stick on you. If you're not an idiot, then stuff like this doesn't stick to you.
You stole that word for word.
You talked about increasing your body temperature?
Yeah. That's what the whole going for a hike is, right?
So then how can you could tell aura through the screen?
Oh, we're talking about aura?
Yeah.
Oh, you like an influencer, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. What makes someone have pull? It's always when they look like they are not on a trend. You notice that? I've never seen someone have aura on a trend.
What do you mean? A trend like something predictable?
A follower doesn't have aura. Right. Follower doesn't have charisma. They just call charisma aura in 2024.
Like, I've never seen speed on a trend, ever. It just seems like it's speed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I've seen Kai on trends. Like, I wouldn't say Kai is like, Speed's got unlimited aura because it feels like he's actually the only person on earth. You know what I mean? Like, he's really good at that. I don't know how he does that. But, yeah, anytime I see anyone, like, riding waves of trends, they never glow to me. Ever. Right? That's why, like, Aiden can glow sometimes and sometimes you just cringe. like trends. He likes that shit. Yeah.
What about Speed on the Ronaldo trend?
Speed's an interesting case because, bro, I've been studying the guy for like a year. I don't think he's ever lost his power level or like the guy's. Do you see him sitting down in front of Logan Paul?
Yeah,
I was
Kevin
like,
Durant
dude,
thing.
Logan Paul does not get chased by countries. Like, it's two different levels of magneticism. I've never seen that Speed kid's crazy. I think said it best. Like, yeah, this guy says, Zherka, you have insane aura. It is a state, right? And same with the increasing temperatures, right? It is a state. Like, streamers enter a call that's chaotic where they get attacked and they get rattled. So I entered a call with a bunch of those snakes, right?
What's going on, man? Shalom, nice to meet you.
I'm chilling, man. Just relaxing, having a good day, bro. Just blessed. On this nice day that I'm awake. Thank you for God. For everything.
Great to hear that,
bro. I don't know why, bro. Like I'm just like.
Sounds like he's on some illicit substance.
I'm just thinking about somebody. Like I don't know why. I think I just sound like JJ all of a sudden. I don't know why.
What the fuck?
I'm lost, bro. I'm lost. Okay, bro. I'm just like you're a good guy, bro. Like I'm so grateful to meet you, Cheeser. Like all y'all, bro. Like, this is amazing, bro. Like I'm all.
This guy sounds like he's on something.
Rumble, bro. I'm a rumble, bro. Fuck kick my ass.
All right, David. What up? What up, bro?
What's happening, bro? Is this Kaylin in here?
Yeah.
Okay, she thinks I hate women.
Wait, Kaylin, you leave? Oh, she's still in here.
She's here. All right, go ahead, Kaylin.
I'm scared of the guy on the right.
I'm looking out. If you try everything,
wait, Kaylin, what you say?
I'm on your ass. Zherka, if you try anything,
what you say? Wait, David, hold on. Kaylin, what you say?
I'm scared of the guy in the blue.
Don't be scared. I've seen your photo. You're.
Yo, Zherka, watch your mouth.
That's exactly why I'm scared.
White Knight! White Knight! Attack!
I didn't say shit. She started. But why I come out looking glowing in aura is I understand everyone is going to get uncomfortable on the call and they're going to start throwing rocks. And the first person to move loses, right? That's why everyone started getting so uncomfortable. And that's why I won, because I understand breaking frame means you're uncomfortable, right? And
they were
did you feel the pressure just rising?
Yeah,
and
it was obvious.
Move,
you didn't say a lot of words. Like,
yeah,
it's funny. You're like, because you're a.
No. But the best part is, when I enter the call, they're expecting, okay, Zherka's. They're expecting immediately
Quiet.
fog of war, and they start getting anxiety. Yeah, it's exactly what I do for lowering a woman's anxiety, but around men, I'll raise their shit, right? And it's uncomfortable for everyone, and most people snap, right? But I did too, right? They got what they wanted, right? She shot at me. I thought she was going for a joke. Turns out, I don't think she was.
Yeah, I was expecting that too.
Yeah, but again, it's also as cruel as it was to hit her hard. This is why when I enter calls, it's so easy for me to win, because they go, this guy will bomb a little.
How they fall for it. Zherka, like 1v6 in a Discord panel is how you win every single time.
Yeah.
That's literally how you first blew up.
Yeah. And bro, to me, I treat it like it's some Dragon Ball game, right? I really take those moments serious, because I love feeling that moment of when I was a bouncer and people would pull knives and be right in my face, and I'd be high, but I'd be not moving, and I'd be like, oh, the gangster broke first. I'm not even a gangster, like he broke first, and then I start thinking I'm a gangster, and I start doing weird shit, but I love that feeling of he broke first, and then I start, I brought that bouncing.
Okay, let's continue.
For you guys with Jon Zherka. So this is one that a lot of you guys have requested from time to time. I'm glad our main man Destiny could introduce us and make it happen. So yeah, man, thanks for coming on. Appreciate you.
Why is he not replying?
This is the part where you say, yeah, man, glad to be here.
Oh, sorry, there was an echo. No, I'm so glad to be here. I was listening to you twice. I was like, is this guy fucking crazy? Hold on.
Is your audio good now, or is it still echoing?
Yeah, now it's good. And I guess I have to switch to StreamYard. Okay, no, I'm glad to be here. I saw you talk to Destiny, and you guys have like great conversations about dating and stuff. And I actually always leaned your way more than Steven's, because his is more like nuanced blue pill approach, right? Yours is more red, right?
On some points, yeah. I'm definitely closer red than Destiny. But I wouldn't be like a full-on red pillar like Sneeko or Myron or something like that. Yeah, I learned about you actually.
So that means he's purple pill.
Funny enough, through the video that Destiny released when I think what's his name,
Oh,
Mr. Girl.
Alex's hand. He has a broken thumb. Is a martial artist or a boxer or what?
Hit you up to like do like some kind of expose, and you trolled him for an hour.
Oh, he's got the broken nose too. Yeah, probably a boxer based on his look.
And that's when I first learned about you, was watching that troll tape. And I was like, oh, this guy's pretty fucking funny, because you just had him going for like an hour.
Well, it wasn't all trolling. Like, I do think he was falling in love with that live girl. You know, that part was real. Like, I'm like, you felt for her, and yeah, like it wasn't all trolling. I think that's why it was effective. But yeah,
but you knew Destiny way before then, right? Like that wasn't.
Yeah, I've known Destiny since our first Flat Earth debate on the Rod show, which is the Austin show, and that's how we met. And they made us debate each other, and I wasn't even prepared for the debate. And back then, I was an idiot. Like, I used to do stupid shit like smoke weed. Back then, I'd smoke weed once in a blue moon, and I was all high, and I was not ready, and they sprung it on me. They kind of snaked me, and they snaked Steven too. They're like, you guys have to debate. And then, obviously, I'm not going to, like, turn my camera off, so I'm like, yeah, we can debate. And I was high, not prepared for the debate, but I wiped the floor with him. I was, I wiped.
Yes, guys, because Flat Earth is so real, it hurts, guys.
I turned a lot of people into geocentrists.
Yeah, if you want to... You want to get a nice audience on YouTube? Just say, Zherka's two things: Christ is King and Flat Earth, and there you go. Bam, wham, thank you, ma'am.
But we're not going to get into this topic. But that's how Steven and I first met. It was that debate, then Scuff podcast with Trainwrecks and stuff like that, and then it turned out to be good. Since we're opposites, it's always good content when we're together.
Yeah, you guys are opposite.
We both have this thing where we burn a lot of bridges for, you know what I mean? Like, he burns a lot of his bridges, I burn a lot of mine, because we're both like, if we don't like something, we'll tell you to your face. So after years of us burning bridges with a bunch of people, we're like kind of shook that we're opposites, but we've never had a real problem. So now I'd say I actually trust him, like I could trust him with some information. I don't think Sneeko and a lot of those kind of people can say that. But yeah, I've got a lot of dirt on him. He's got a lot of dirt on me.
Oh shit! Okay, interesting. Yeah, well, in terms of the bridge burning thing, I feel though, kind of my observation. I only learned about Destiny about a year ago. There was basically this issue where there was no. I was running out of like blue pillars or feminists to debate, and I had a friend who was like, "Yo, there's this guy. He's like, he debates anybody, and he's like really popular." I was like, "All right, let's see." So I expected like Destiny to be like a very like cliche SJW, but then I was like, started respecting because he's like nuanced and he actually like he's willing to speak his opinion.
I wouldn't call Destiny an SJW. I mean, like,
oh, he's definitely not.
He's not, but at the same time, he's very blue pill, and that's what led to his divorce ultimately, right?
Yeah.
He literally married a girl that was in an open, like they were in an open relationship. Girl was sleeping with other guys. Like, you can't do that and be successful. In 2024 in the West, it's crazy.
JW would be like a leftist, and Steven's like, here's what I like about Steven is he can actually tell you, let's say he's debating Nick Fuentes, he can tell you Nick's position before Nick even says it. Sometimes he like mischaracterizes him and shit, but a lot of leftists will just paint someone off as like an evil villain, and Destiny will hear you out, So I like
that. That's cool. Yeah, I've always kind of been like that too, where I'm willing to have a conversation with anyone. I don't really like. And I feel like that's something a lot of like, especially as you become a bigger content creator, they become like real like clout sharky, where they just only debate people who have more clout than them.
Well, it's because people are so afraid of looking bad, right?
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to like, let's say I want to argue with Richard Spencer, if he makes me look bad, it's the end of my YouTube career. That's how people see it, which is like kind of like you're admitting you're a coward if you can't talk to anyone. Right?
Yeah, that's true. So here's a question I have for you. I was doing like a little bit of research going through your content, and I know you're an excellent troll. How do I know where you're trolling and where you're not trolling? Because sometimes I feel like I legitimately am watching a video of you and I cannot tell if you're being serious or not.
Yeah, I think the best way to tell if I'm serious about something, it's usually the topic. So I don't go too hard on Like, you'll never see me telling someone to kill themselves over and over again. And, you know, like, if it's very extreme, I won't troll there. But most of the time, I'm trolling kind of just for content. But I do mean what I'm saying. Like, I trolled Mr. Girl, but I definitely believe he has a crush on that girl, Lav Loon. So a lot of people are like, oh, Zherka's just trying to piss him off. No. That's the byproduct of the way I speak, but really I believe Mr. Girl is in love with Lav Loon. So I think the best way to see if I'm trolling or not is if I'm consistent. You know, like if it's been years and I'm talking about something, come on, dude. Some people are like, he's just committed. I'm like, no, if I've been talking about something for years, right? Like I've been talking about the Federal Reserve, right? And how it's a private entity. And people are like, oh, you're just trolling to be like an Alex Jones type. I'm like, no, the Federal Reserve is a corrupt system, right? This is like a corrupt banking system. But yeah, I mean, like,
so
I love to call people retards who don't know when I'm trolling, but
so flat Earth, he actually believes it.
Even my brothers get confused sometimes. So I'm like, I guess I'm, you know, I've lost myself in this.
So you 100% believe the flat Earth thing, right? Like you're that's not just like a.
Oh yeah, yes. I mean, like the worst thing about it is it's so bad for business, because like I get emails saying, dude, your advice changed my life. I love your dating advice. I love this. I love that. But that flat Earth stuff, bro, what the fuck? And so it actually harms my paycheck when I talk about it. So I don't know, like, if something harms your.
I don't think it does, my guy.
Paycheck and you still talk about it.
Monetizing off idiots is the oldest trick in the book.
It's kind of not a troll. It's kind of like, hey man,
problem with my content, only smart people like it. Oh, and sorry, that was anyway. That's why I only have 2,000 subs or whatever. No, my most common comment is like, you're stupid, stop talking, your comments are terrible. Says the guy who is emotionally affected enough to comment on my video about what I said instead of Sneeko or something. Do you not realize that my speaking had the effect that it needed to have if you're commenting? Dummy!
This guy's going with the Bible, and yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. But on the flip side, it's like I feel like the more polarizing your views are, the more likely you are to get like reshared and retweeted and whatnot. That's why I feel like.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking how boring I'd be if I wasn't that crazy. You know what I mean? So it does help. Like, it does help. Yeah, it does help.
Like always.
And I guess I sound kind of dumb because if you think about it, Alex Jones made like $100 million, and he talks about like aliens and retard shit. You know, a lot of stuff is a miss. A lot of stuff is true, but a lot of stuff is a miss. And I guess, but that's not really my market. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm not trolling. If it's damaging my paycheck and I'm still talking about it, you have to give me the fucking credit and say I'm an authentic guy. You know?
Okay.
But fair enough. All right, so you mentioned dating.
But I'm not trolling. If just because I'm laughing doesn't mean, like, if you get your ass ate, ABBA. You know, Abba was talking about getting his ass ate.
Yeah.
That's gay as fuck.
You think so?
I can troll. I'll laugh about it, troll about it all day, and people are like, "Oh, he doesn't really have a position because how's it gay if you're doing it with a woman, bro? You could be wearing a tutu dress with a woman. That's gay as fuck, right? Oh. So just because I'm laughing doesn't mean I'm, you know, like if I'm passionate about a topic, yeah, I'm not trolling, bro. For a lot of stuff I'm saying, I'm not trolling. You know, when you say gay, you think it's gay if you get your ass ate by a woman? Am I the only one who thinks this?
I don't think it's not my thing. I've never done it before, right? I'm not into any ass stuff, but I don't think it's gay. I think it's just like a fucking like a fetish shit. Like I don't know. I view it as the same way as like I don't know, getting into some like really crazy like fucking stepbrother role play. Like not really my thing, but like I don't think that makes you like a, you know, incestuous necessarily.
Yeah, for the stepbrother stuff, but ass play has to be gay. Like,
well, I think there's like limits too, because there's levels too. So if the girl's putting the most extreme levels where the girl's putting on a strap on and fucking you in the ass, like that point, okay, that is gay as fuck, right? And then the level.
What about the tongue though? She's fucking your asshole with the tongue.
Right, and then the level below that is where she's just like licking your ass and just fucking eating your ass or whatever. I mean, it's funny because
A lot of people, Alex, says I'm trolling about the ass eating thing. That I know it deep down. Zherka knows it's a straight thing. He's just trolling to get a rise out of people. Do you believe me that I think it's gay as fuck?
Yeah, I believe you. I don't see why you would. I don't see why you would lie to me about that. That'd be a really random thing to lie about.
They're like, you're trolling. You're trolling. I'm like, no, it's gay.
Yeah, I try to take people at their word when I like. It's different.
Also, this guy has low, seemingly low affect, which also tends to happen to people that do boxing. They, or combat sports in general. They have a flatter affect. They're, because the thing that they do makes their body kind of go up into fight or flight mode. The homeostasis lowers the baseline down, so they seem more calm on average.
When you're having a conversation with someone versus when you're watching their content, because sometimes like people are totally different when you're talking to them than they are when you see them on YouTube, in good ways or bad ways. Sometimes, like I met up with a lot of YouTubers, and some of them turned out to be way cooler, and some of them turned out to be way lamer. So, but when I'm actually having a conversation with someone, like kind of face to face or like sort of face to face like this, I generally take them at their word, unless like there's something very contradictory about what they're saying. Unless like 5 minutes from now, you start telling me a story about how it felt really good that one time that fucking chick ate your ass, right? Then I'm gonna be like, all right, there's a contradiction there. So he is trolling.
No, I usually adjust. Like I've been on podcasts where they're like more sensitive, and I've been more sensitive. I know your content, so I know you.
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Sure. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't troll here because like your content's more right. Like you want to help people, right?
Yeah, well, I try to at least, and also some entertainment. Well, I guess let's get into this. So, like, what would be like your dating advice? What's some of the dating advice that you give, and what are some also more broader question? What are the things you agree and disagree with, like the manosphere on?
Yeah, I guess I'm a little extreme because I guess I would be considered the most toxic masculine guy on Twitch, but I'm also
he just advertised himself,
which is funny because I'm also the most wanted on Twitch. I'd go to parties and girls would be crying, fighting over who gets to sit next to me in a fucking hot tub that I'm not even trying to go into. And these stories would like leak through, I wouldn't leak it, but people would gossip and stuff. And they'd be like, yo, that Zherka guy at every party, every girl wants him. And there's guys on Twitch who look like me, look better than me. It's not a looks thing. So I genuinely believe it's a temperament thing, that the toxic masculine, I believe the greatest advice I would give my son is go full toxic masculine. I mean, go 1950s. I look girls in the eye and I tell them you should be in the kitchen, and they suck the skin off my dick. It's not because of my looks, because there's a bunch of bouncers I work with or streamers, influencers who look great and they don't get like Hassan Piker.
Right, and the reason is because girls want to be in their traditional feminine role. They want to be in that. So why would we encourage them in the opposite direction?
And stuff. He had to get millions of followers to even do good with women. He was a very awkward guy and stuff. So if I had a son and I gave him advice, I'd say go 1950s as toxic masculine as you want and you'll win. That there is no compromise with women. Zero compromise. Meaning if she says, I'm not going to suck your dick because you told me I should be in the kitchen, leave.
Cool. I'm out. Yeah. All right.
Leave and keep that reputation for yourself in the city. You'll have way more chicks than submitting to her. So if I had a son, I would tell him, be just like me. The best dating advice would be temperament, never compromise. Not even in the face of Armageddon, like Rorschach. Never fucking compromise with a woman. Because these are not women, right? These are modern day women. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, so I think you're right but for different reasons than you might think you're right. Because everything you say has an element of truth. I would just completely explain differently, right? So what you're talking about is like, if a chick is like not willing to suck your dick or playing games, walk away. You're talking about having strong boundaries. Strong boundaries are very attractive, right? That's very attractive.
Well, I don't want my advice to ever be have strong boundaries, because that's kind of red pill manosphere shit. I want my advice to be have the strongest boundaries in your city, that you're a name. Like every
develop a strong reputation, yeah. Protect.
I'm saying have such strong boundaries that you constantly find yourself not getting your dick sucked, but the whole city's talking about you being this fucking badass, and then eventually your reputation gets you all the girls anyway, right?
So he's saying invest in your long-term reputation through making good decisions long-term. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So this is like mentioned the 48 laws of power. It's like develop your reputation. Right. So exactly. Like you are right. If you have a very strong reputation, especially a guy who's picky, you're not thirsty, right? You're very selective. That is going to work in your favor.
Which is hard because it's so hard to turn down a hot chick.
Really
you know what I mean?
Especially
Indeed.
You're not getting any. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was in that position recently, and I don't say this to like look cool and stuff, but I think I don't think I've ever met a guy ever in my life who's turned down more pussy than me. Like I've been in situations where they're crying that I won't fuck them because maybe I drank and I was dizzy and I just want to go to bed and stuff. But the constantly turning down women at the hardest point when they're like rubbing your dick and shit, that dude, through word of mouth, that spreads. You gain such a strong reputation of being anti-desperate that you can DM anyone. I can literally DM any girl in LA, and I do it for my streams and stuff. But that takes a long time to build. And when I was 23, I wasn't like that. 23, she'd like, she'd start rubbing my dick, and I'd immediately just cave. And I'd be like, okay. But now I'm like, the best advice would be make the bitch work for it, man, because no one else is gonna do it.
That's right. As I said, good behavior from you is earned. Good bedroom fun is earned. She gets it through good behavior. Consistent, long-term good behavior.
She's going to remember you, right? So, yeah.
It's funny because you're giving pickup advice without actually using like any pickup terminology. But that's basically like what the pickup community will advocate is be the prize, right? Be the buy, not the seller.
The pickup community, what no one understands is it is a kind of cringe arena, a lot of cringe actors, but what no one understands is they do get laid.
Yeah, they do. Of course. They do get laid. And using their advice and their knowledge will also get you laid, without a doubt. Okay. Let's end the video there. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit all the notifications. Buy my books like Hunter M, Adrian Ott, Tom and Bobby, Dylan, Renaissance Press, Brian, Andrew, Alan, Armani, and Nicholas. Shout out to you, most recent purchase of both my books, Strategist Guide to Seduction and Quotes to Live By. You can find my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. If you'd like coaching, message me at theheliosblog@gmail.com. I'll teach you how to get good at getting girls. You think Jon Zherka gives you good advice? Well, I can break it down for you. Alright. Thank you so much for listening, guys, especially if you listen to the end. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.